Yeah, I think our preseason workouts went as well as expected. We did have some, some guys that missed some time early, but may have been a blessing in the sense of we brought in 10 freshmen. So the 10 freshmen were healthy all fall, and they were able to get acclimated into, just what it is to be an everyday college baseball player at Villanova, and getting in the weight room and coming out to practices and adjusting their bodies and their time management skills. So we were real happy coming out of the fall practices with our freshman group. As time's gone on, some of our veteran players have gotten healthy, and I think we're where we need to be heading into Norfolk State as a ball club. Kind of all the work is done. It's just time to go out and play somebody with a different uniform and get our spikes in the dirt and start playing some baseball games. I just think that's where our ball club is today. We're excited. Obviously, Kyle McMine and Kyle Helsek, pitching last year had some valuable outings. They had some success. They had some weekends that they had some tough weekends as well. And certainly, I think in any time in college sports where you have experience wins in college athletics, and having 2 of our 3 starters back is certainly very big for our ball club this year. We'll miss Brian Strayline dearly. He won 20 baseball games for us in his career here, but we see McMine and Helisek stepping in and giving us the same effort as past starters at Villanova. We're excited about our bullpen. I think any team at any level, professionally in college, it comes down to bullpens. Teams that seem to have good bullpens seem to win baseball games. We have a tendency at Villanova. We play in a big ballpark. We play a style of baseball that seems to be 3 runs or less every day, no matter who we're playing. And a lot of our games are decided, 6, 7, 8, 9. Mike Francisco, I think, is as good as any closer that's in the Big East Conference, or any closer that we'll face all year. Is a guy that had 6 or 7 saves last year. Will be a guy that'll probably be in the top 10 all times in saves at Villanova. Was drafted by the Phillies. So having him at the end of games and close the door is something that I think that is good. Diaz and Baggs have a wealth of experience, and will have quite a bit of depth in the middle innings. We're excited about the 3 freshmen that we have: Max Almonte, Matt Langle, and Pat Young, which will also kind of start carving out a role for themselves, in our bullpen and eventually in the starting rotation once we get into the non-league weekday games. I think lineup-wise, we return a lot of experienced guys: Kevin Wager, Dave Kazurka, Marlon Calby. All guys have played quite a bit of baseball for us. Matt Fleischman was a regular every day last year, minus a few weekends with injury. In center field we have Paul Rambo and Jordan Zek, which is a junior college guy that we have a lot of confidence in both players that are plus defenders. We'll see how that plays out on the offensive side early in the year. Andrew Geegan, which is also a junior college player from California, should get quite a bit of time out in the outfield as well. We returned Steve Shrink, who also received some time in the outfield. He was a valuable pinch hitter last year in many spots for us. In the infield, the only new guy that we'll have is Mike Erb. He's a freshman from Los Angeles. He should have a lot of playing time. We're excited for him to go out this week and get his first career start and see how things play out this year for him. We'll start the season without Tyler Sieca. Tyler had off-season surgery, and we expect him back sometime at the back end of spring break. And back catching Adam Nelson, which backed up Chris Johnson last year. We'll start the season out as catching. We have 2 freshmen catchers, Dan Jaffe from Las Vegas and John Saloni from Texas, which will also receive a lot of playing time back there as well. It's a good feeling having the bulk of our lineup back. It's exciting to see a couple of these freshmen get in there and play, and Mike Erb and the catchers, and then also, we're excited about Connor Jones. He's an outfielder from Phoenix, Arizona that should receive quite a bit of playing time early. So offensively, it'll be a work in process. Defensively, we expect to be very solid in all positions. Yeah, I mean, we've been fortunate in the past that the junior college guys, we don't get many at Villanova, but when we're able to get them in, we bring them into play. And certainly losing Justin Benchko to the Pirates and Matt Caesar to the Cubs, we were looking to have a little bit of experience to go with some of the freshmen that we brought in, and certainly Geegan and Zach playing in California and Florida, played in the top junior college systems in the country, and it's just a little bit nice that those guys have gone through 2 years of playing college baseball at a high level, and should be able to make an impact early in the season, where it gives you a little bit of time where your freshmen can kind of get their feet wet and get the feel for college baseball. So it's something that's been very valuable for us in the past, and I look for both guys to be able to contribute to the ball club this year. We talk about at Villanova that our strength of our team has to be pitching, and if your strength of your team is going to have to be pitching, you got to support that with defense. And we've been very fortunate over the year. Coach Johnson works extremely hard with the defense. We've had some success with guys coming in and playing early in their career and getting the understanding that they have to play defense first, and then we'll live with their offense. And I think people have embraced that. We play in a very big ballpark. We need guys that can really run in the outfield. Okay. In the infield, we've been very fortunate. Guys have been able to come in and play early in their career, like Siaka, Calby, Kazurka, Wager. They all started as freshmen, so they were able to kind of embrace our philosophy on defense and understand the importance of it, and have done a very good job. At the end of the day, Villanova needs to defend the field just like everybody else. Hopefully that, in the past we've finished in the top 15 in defense, and that's something that we can repeat. It's vital for our program this year. It's interesting. Norfolk, they're a good ball club. They have good players. I mean, we were looking over their scouting report. I mean, the thing that pops out at you, they return 7 seniors on offense, 8 total starting players. Eight guys hit over 300. I don't know how many teams in the country can say that. I mean, you think of some SEC teams. You think of maybe Pittsburgh had one of the top offenses in the country. I mean, they returned 8 guys that hit 300. I think it's going to be a tough weekend. I think from an organizational standpoint, our strength's pitching, their strength's offense. So something's going to have to give early in that series. I think that if we go out and catch the ball and are able to put some balls in play, it looks like Norfolk State's youth is on the mound. They're going to have a new shortstop. So I think that if we can apply some pressure by putting balls in play, get our bunt game going, be able to steal some bases. Last year we stole 13 bases off of them. I think we may be able to generate enough offense, to